Hello, I'm Patrick O'Donnell for Learn to Read Adventures. Just thought I'd share how the games inside of the app can actually be something educational and fun for your children while you're preparing dinner, gives them something to do, or while you're riding them all around town. When first starting out, users can choose to play games to learn the words in the story, or read story to read the story. After clicking on Play Games, they can select Pick the Word or Word Bingo. These games allow them to learn the new words before they read the stories. So for example, in Pick the Word, the user clicks on the word that is spoken and there's also an image of that word. When correct, they move on to the next word. There's a timer to see how fast they can complete all the words correctly, and they gain stars for each correct answer. In Word Bingo, they click on a word they hear and try to get 4 in a row to win bingo and earn more stars. This helps them learn the challenging new words that they would not have been exposed to before. Recently, I was so proud of my 7-year-old. He's the one that came up with the idea for the app concept. He normally is, the choose your own path style stories. When he's typically going through those stories, he's always wanted to pick to go right to the Amazon. Like there's a point where you can choose if you want to go to see Rio de Janeiro or go right to the Amazon, and so he was always picking go right to the Amazon. Or another place he was picking to go to do fishing instead of going into the home and meet the locals. But I was so proud the other day because he said he wanted to go to the other parts of the stories, and so when he chose to tour Rio de Janeiro, he went right to it the first time, and going to one of the tourist attractions is Corcovado Mountain, and he read it perfectly the very first time. Then when he was in the Amazon, went into the home, and they were sort of serving the traditional Brazilian dish feijoada. And so at that point, he read feijoada absolutely perfectly the first time. So I just love seeing how this kid came from being, a year ago, he was really struggling reading, but he came up with this whole idea, this concept, he came up with the games, and now he's actually used it to learn the words in the story and then be able to read them effectively the first time. So I just love seeing that concept come into play and actually work, that the games actually helped him learn these words like Corcovado and feijoada. But of course those are hard words, so if they are in the story and the kids get stuck on them, they can push the word itself and then it'll pronounce it for them. Corcovado. So the children are certainly using the games to learn the words in the story, but it's also an opportunity for them to learn about other cultures. So that's basically how it's worked for him and works for other children. And remember, keep reading with your children and creating adventures in life.